Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wrote a whole book, my very first book, and it's called The God Who Riots, Taking Back the Radical Jesus. And it's coming out this year, August 23rd, on Broadleaf Books. I'm really excited. I spent most of 2021 working on this book, working a lot on this book, writing, editing, rewriting, reading it a lot, trying to get it just right. That's why I actually haven't posted as many videos throughout this year as I have the previous years. This book is really important to me, and I really think you all will like it. And tomorrow, January 15th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have a cover reveal party and a pre-order party over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/whoisdamon, with special guest and friend of this whole show, Labor Kyle.
You know we could shut this whole motherfucker down, right?
We're going to show you the cover, which looks really cool. Everyone's going to be able to pre-order the book for the first time. And me and Kyle are going to talk about some of what inspired this book. And he's going to ask me a ton of cool questions too. It's going to be a great time. Be there tomorrow. And for the rest of this video, I actually just wanted to show you this clip from a live stream I did November of 2020, right after I signed the book contract. I've always wanted to write a book, and I was feeling like that's something maybe down the line that I'll get an opportunity like that. So getting a book deal at that point was a huge deal for me, especially because of how validating it is for where I'm at right now with the stuff I'm creating and putting online and talking about to you all. And so I did a drunk live stream, drunk because we're celebrating me getting 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's just a thing that people do. So we decided to do a drunk live stream. And I also said I had a huge announcement. And so I had some friends on, we were talking. I didn't realize that I'd be that drunk by the time that I made this big announcement. But I wanted to show you all my first time announcing this before I even started writing the book, and some of my thoughts on getting the book deal, and also me explaining what I want to write about, which is pretty much what I ended up writing the book about, but now it's more solidified, and in tomorrow's live stream you'll get to hear me talk about it more confidently and succinctly. But I thought this was a really cool moment to capture, me drunkenly announcing me getting a book deal, and so I wanted to put it out there on YouTube forever.
I didn't realize I'd be this drunk when I made this announcement. It's a really big deal, and now I feel kind of weird, like, because I feel I'm really drunk right now.
I've been cooking up little theories in my head.
What are some of your theories?
No.
I'm still straight and cis, unfortunately.
Have you been hired to write the Bible too?
The Bible
Like
too.
the sequel to the
I
Bible.
wish. So here's the thing, y'all. I just signed a contract for a book deal with Broadleaf Books. It should be coming out in 2022, and so it's
Yo, that's
a pretty big deal.
dope.
Yeah.
Hey, can I write like a blurb? Yeah, like a blurb, like a
Canvas
can I be-
altar on the back of the book.
yeah. It'll just be like yo, God and shit, and then that'll just be it.
If anyone's into like progressive Christian books, you might have heard of Fortress Press. So Fortress Press recently like split to like part does academic stuff and the other part does more popular stuff. And so now Fortress, the name goes under academic stuff, and the popular stuff is Broadleaf. And so an editor from the publisher Broadleaf Books hit me up in the Twitter DMs a few months ago asking if I ever thought about a book project. And I was already wanting to write a book eventually. I just wasn't sure what it was going to be. And then I had a few ideas. And then what's funny is like 2 years ago, I was thinking, okay, yeah, I really want to do this. And I had some ideas about like kind of like an anti-fascist theology type book. And then I started looking up like how do people get published, and then I looked up all kinds of stuff about how book proposals work, and I saw that part of the section of a typical book proposal is a section on how you can guarantee that this book will sell. And so when I saw that, I thought, okay, I need to like grow a platform. So that was actually one of the initial motivating factors of me growing my YouTube channel. And then as I kept growing my YouTube channel, like I was growing it one of the initial motivations so that I can have something to put in that section of the book proposal. But as I kept growing it, I kind of forgot that was on my initial motivations, and I just kept growing it and got involved in all this stuff. And then like a couple months before she hit me up, I remembered. And I was thinking like, yeah, next year, 2021, I should probably like really think about that again. And think of like a good book idea. And then she hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah, I can't wait for Damon to be on like Tucker Carlson, like
yeah, I gotta
talking about his far left God book. So you portrayed God as if he were in fact a leftist. How does that work? You know, it's just like, do you think that you are ruining America? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got this title. I got this screen already.
Read the book.
Yeah. So, what's the topic then? Are you allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about it. So, a lot of the people that ended up finding my channel like it are people who grew up in a conservative Christian environment, left for various reasons, usually because they felt like they were kind of pushed out or pulled out in a way, and that they just really couldn't agree with the injustice that church was perpetuating. And then they found themselves in some sort of leftist politics, and then they found my channel, and they realized, oh, there's like a more healthy and responsible way of approaching this stuff. And so I feel like what I want to write about is how when people who grew up in that environment find themselves in like a protest or some form of like mutual aid and like radical leftist movement, I want those people to know that God is there too. God is also deeply a part of these movements for justice and autonomy and liberation and decolonization. God is also a part of that. And the thing is, I've heard a lot of people tell stories of like going to a protest, and they'll say things like, it felt like church, but in a strange way, it felt more like church than even church did. And I think it's because they realize, oh, actually the Jesus that I was initially inspired by, that cared for justice and wanted to liberate people and was on the side of the poor and the oppressed, I actually fucked with that Jesus, but I was leaving behind the church I left because they didn't fuck with that Jesus. And then they realize, oh, in this environment that I'm now in, where I actually care about liberation and anti-capitalism, I'm actually still following this thing, and there are other ways to talk about religion and spirituality. And so that's pretty much what it's about.
Wait, so when you say God, do you mean a white God?
No way.
Do you-
So it's like there are other ways to talk about this stuff that actually helps people realize, oh, God is actually provoking us to fight for liberation and dismantling of unjust systems and decolonization. Like, God is actually in that, and that was actually the God I was inspired by as a kid, but people took away from me when they said that in order to believe in this God, I had to believe in all this weird right-wing reactionary shit. So that's pretty much what it's about.
So yeah, tune in tomorrow for the cover reveal and pre-order party on my Twitch stream. It's going to be a blast. And I'd love to see you all there. And thank you for your support and for your patience throughout this last year as I've been just kind of coming in and out of this YouTube channel while I was working on the book. I'm glad you all are still here, and I'll see you tomorrow for the cover reveal party. Bye-bye.